Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Mr. Murphy, I was just wondering if you feel that there's a resemblance.
Caller, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you feel that there's a resemblance between your pubes and the hair on your head?
Savannah, Georgia, Democrat.
People like to say today's generation is full of trolls and obscene behavior, but the truth is, it's always been that way.
All right. Thanks for the call. Let's go to Memphis, Tennessee. Caller, you disagree with the president.
Well, basically, if my balls itch, should I scratch them?
All right, thanks.
These days, it's easier than ever for people to hide behind a screen and lash out with whatever opinions they want. But trolling goes way back, all the way to 1979, when live TV shows first opened their phone lines to random callers live on air.
Waco, Texas, Jed, Democrat. Hi, Jed, you're on the air. Go ahead. Jed, are you with us?
I like beef.
All right, let's move on.
From the early days of TV to modern-day viral hits, these are some of the most chaotic prank calls ever caught on camera.
Are you with us?
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. I had a question about Barry, or is it Ferry? What's his name?
Perry.
Perry, I'm sorry. I had a question about his big black penis.
Let's go to Long Island, New York. Good morning.
We've got a call. Yes, you're on the air.
Dude.
Who's calling?
Dude.
How can I help you?
Dude.
Okay, you know what? If you don't have something valid...
Dude.
Okay, I'm cutting them off. There's, you know what? Time... This is nothing to play around with, folks. A lot of people are going to suffer, and I'm trying to save some lives. Okay, so this is no joking matter.
I am Optimus Prime.
Okay.
We must protect the Allspark Cube. Megatron is in my sights.
In the early 2000s, Massachusetts legalized same-sex marriage, sparking outrage in other states and nationwide debate. During a serious segment covering the issue, one caller phoned in to share his perspective.
Next up is Lansdowne, Pennsylvania, on our line for Republicans. Good morning and welcome to the Washington Journal.
Hey, good morning. I just have two quick points here. One, I feel that there are equal rights when it comes to marriage because a gay man has the same right to marry a woman that a straight man has. And two, personally, I do support gay marriage, but only when both chicks are hot. Thank you.
Next call, Newark, New Jersey. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi. I got myself into really bad debt. I was paying one credit card off with another for over 4 years. I just went on, and, you know, I mean, I'm, like, really broke right now, about to file bankruptcy. I'm trying to get a penile implant. I need to enlarge my package to pick up the chicks these days.
Oxford, North Carolina is...
Let's go to the phones. Let's go to Dan in Connecticut. Lovely place here on the 5 Energy phone line. What's going on, Dano?
Oh, what's up, Pat McAfee?
During a Guys Talk podcast, a young caller phoned in to weigh in on the topic of the day. The hosts were stunned that someone so young was even listening to their locker room banter, until the kid flipped the script and left them all speechless.
Dan, you are too young to listen to this show. I can tell through, I think, how old?
I'm not Dan, I am Owen.
Mitt. Owen, how old are you? So different.
I am at 8.5.
Oh, this kid.
8.5. I want to talk about how inspiring this show is, and how you're inspiring this whole entire world with how you're talking about sports and how you're talking about your life experience.
Thank you, Owen. Owen, thank you.
Love you, Owen.
Thank you, Owen. I'm taking her on
and also Boston
I will let Owen know, if you're still listening, Owen, you're inspiring.
Believe it or not, Howard Stern was the reason one TV show got hit with hundreds of prank callers.
Good morning, Mark.
Steve, good morning. All I can say is Baba Booey, Howard Stern.
Thank you very much.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
Hey, just wanted to make a comment, about this is the first time in any election that, I voted Democrat, and that's because, all of the one-way street that the Republican Party seemed to be going, it sounded an awful lot like Howard Stern's butthole.
All right.
The hosts started noticing a pattern and began cutting off calls the moment they heard the name, but the pranksters only got more creative.
On the international line from Pakistan, welcome to the program.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Bolsak T. Baghar. I call from Pakistan. I do not think that this is a good idea because it will only cause further tension between nations of the world. And I feel, as what they say, nobody will do this to Israel. And do you believe that Howard Stern has a small piece?
Let's go to Peckway, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, Mark on our line for Republicans. You're on the Washington Journal.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I think the FDA should definitely have more insight about, because, I mean, like, you can't be too careful, you know, when it involves, like, salmonella, E. coli, all this bacteria. I mean, in my personal opinion, I just think this whole egg problem is coming from Howard Stern.
This feud kicked off when C-SPAN aired hearings and debates on broadcast indecency. Howard Stern, known for pushing boundaries with profanity and mocking politicians, was often singled out by C-SPAN and similar organizations.
Stern was noted for his ethnic, racial, and almost always controversial attacks and subject matter.
That CBS wants to file a lawsuit against me, which I believe is a personal vendetta.
That sparked his fans to relentlessly troll the network.
Hey, good morning, Rob. Thank you for taking my call. Can you hear me?
I can. Tell us about how your community has changed over the last 10 years.
Yeah, it's changed a lot. You know, I noticed more people in the area. Excuse me, I'm on my way to work. I'm on my way to work this morning on Howard Stern's talk.
Wow, that's a bad night tonight.
Just roll for two, folks.
Hallelujah, God made me get it the old-fashioned way. Hallelujah.
If you thought a public affairs show was the ultimate prank call target, think again. Eventually, even religious shows started taking live calls, and as you can imagine, people can be ruthless.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Suck my
God bless you. Yes, you need to be washed in the blood today.
The Lord led me to good health, good riches, and he gave me a big penis to please the ladies.
Oh, God. God bless you.
The Lord gave me a big penis. Cock. A big one.
Well, you better use it right.
If you're a regular on this channel, you'll definitely recognize Bill Burr. In one of his classic rants, he talked about a guy who got bombarded with prank calls during what was supposed to be an innocent TV show.
And it's basically a guy in public access trying to talk about gun control live, and he puts his phone number up there. So somebody calls in, realizes that it's live, and tells him to go f*** himself. And then the entire audience, like a bunch of goddamn children, call in, and all they're saying is just the dirtiest that they can basically think of.
Hi, you're on the air.
Hi, Ken.
Yes.
I think it's good that people can have handguns so we can shoot people like you.
Right.
You.
Hi, you're on the air.
How you doing?
How are you?
All right.
What do you think? Should we carry handguns or what? Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot people like you.
All right, sounds good.
And it just went on, way longer than anyone expected. The poor guy thought it was going to be just another day at work.
The best guys are the ones who actually start talking about gun control for a minute. So this guy actually feels like he's having a discussion. And right as the guy starts to engage with them, they tell him to go f*** himself, so.
Hi, you're on the air.
I think you need a federal law first if you want to have a law in New York City against guns. Right now, there's this big debate in the nation whether or not we should be allowed the privilege to have guns as citizens, or we should not. You know, the NRA has, for the last, century, been fighting for the privilege of citizens to carry guns. You fucker.
Equipment company. Good morning, buy, sell, trade.
Good morning. How you doing?
Doing good. Hope you are, sir.
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing fantastic. I appreciate you taking my call this morning.
Yeah, don't cuss now.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. You son of a...
Yeah.
To celebrate Harley-Davidson culture and motorbike riding, this guy was organizing a big biker reunion. He went on a radio show to promote the event and take questions, but it quickly turned into the worst day of his life.
Hello, you're on the air.
Yes, I have a question. When is Harley Fest again?
It's not called Harley Fest.
What is it called?
It's the Harley Reunion. It's the 95th birthday party for Harley Davidson.
Sir, I just would like to say that you have a very large wiener.
Hello, you're on the air.
Motorcycle riding is the best fun I've ever had, besides
I rode on a motorcycle one time. It was a lot of fun.
just to feel all that power, you know, the control you got. And it really vibrates your nuts.
After a tragic plane crash, a prankster called into the news station claiming to have details about the incident. Among other things, he gave them what he said were the names of the pilots on board.
Information now also on the plane crash. KTVU has just learned the names of the 4 pilots who were on board the flight. They are Captain Sum Ting Wong, Wee Tu Lo, Ho Li Fook, and Bang Ding Ao. The NTSB has confirmed these are the names of the pilots on board Flight 214 when it crashed.
Remember that moment during the 2016 election when a prankster slipped a fake candidate into the presidential race?
Candidate named D's Nuts.
Oh, no.
Really? A candidate registered as an independent from Iowa has the legal name of D's Nuts.
No. Almost 1 in 10 voters in North Carolina say they prefer D's Nuts.
That's right, 1 in 10 support D's Nuts for president.
D's Nuts, and a recent poll in North Carolina actually had him polling at about 9%.
You are kidding me.
This actually looks like
They filled out paperwork to run for president under the name D's Nuts.
Whether you think opinion polls should be banned in the run-up to votes.
We'll take Tony on line 2.
Morning, Tony.
Good morning, Matthew.
What do opinion polls influence you?
I think it's not just opinion polls, be it pre-election or whatever. I think all polls should be banned in the UK.
Why?
Especially like not just polls, but the Latvians, the Russians, and everybody else who's over here and what have you, nicking our jobs.
You've completely lost me, Tony. Thanks for the call. Let's have another one.
P-O-L-E-S.
Huh?
He was singing Polish people.
He was being clever.
Which of these callers cracked you up the most? Drop it in the comments so we can crown the ultimate prank call king. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.